What a reaction we had in the stock markets in cryptocurrency since our last video. We predicted a local top, and since then, there has been a massive correction in cryptocurrency and in the stock market. So, what's going to happen next? Well, let's find out. So, what you're looking at right here is DXY, basically the strength of the US dollar. And you can see that there's a clear double bottom pattern happening here. You can even argue that there might be a head and shoulders, but it's not very clean, and it's not really there actually. There's more of a double bottom pattern happening here. And so what that means is we're going to be approaching this major trend line all the way back from 1986. And if we break that trend line, there's going to be a huge move to the upside. Now, this is a 3-month chart. So that means that this is a big macro picture of what's coming. So this means, several months from now, that's the direction we're headed. So what will that mean for all the other markets? So if the strength of the US dollar goes up, typically what happens is risk on markets weaken or soften. And so let's take a look at how that can happen. So this is also the 3-month chart of S&P 500. So you can see all the way back from 1993. That's a long period of time to look at. So this was the dot-com run, and you can see that it was 257% price appreciation, and the duration was 2,000 days roughly. Now this current run that we're in, it's 4,655 days in duration and 613% price appreciation. This is more than double the dot-com bubble. Think about that, folks. This is more than double the dot-com run. That's pretty alarming. What's going to happen now? What can we forecast? So if we take a look at this 3-month chart, we can see that there's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 straight consecutive 3-month candles without a single red candle. So it's very likely that this next candle will be a red candle, right? And so if we come into a closer view, let's go from the 3-month to the 1-month chart. Take a look at this channel, folks. We've been trending in this channel all the way since March of 2020, basically. And we've never broken this channel and confirmed another candle below that candle where we broke the channel. So this might be the month where we try to backfill this huge wick and confirm it closed below this candle that broke the channel. So let's go to the 1-week chart and see what's happening on a closer view. So as you can see, we broke this channel, we retested this trend line, and now we have to see if we're going to get back in or if we're going to have a failure and continue to the downside. And ultimately that will determine the direction of a lot of different things. S&P 500, which is stocks, but also cryptocurrencies. If we take a look at NASDAQ, it's the same kind of thing, right? If we go to the 1-month chart, we broke this huge channel since the pandemic lows, and now that we've broken it, it looks like we might confirm a closed candle outside of the channel. So if we go to the 1-week chart, you can even see already it's kind of premature, but you can see this new trend start to happen, this downward trend. And if this downward trend continues, then it's definitely going to spill over to Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, they're not a separate asset class yet. Yes, they are different, but they're very much, from an investor point of view, viewed as a tech company kind of stock. So it has a high correlation in terms of sentiment to NASDAQ, and tech stocks. So let's take a look at crypto. So what's happening with Bitcoin? Bitcoin. So we can see that in the past few months, we're basically going sideways, right? We're going sideways, and we had a top and then a double top, and now we're closer to the bottom. And what's going to happen basically depends on the stock market and dollar and Bitcoin itself. So let's see on the 1 week chart. So on the 1 week chart, we can see that at the moment, we're in this lower channel. All right, you can see all these reactions that we have at this lower channel. And what's going to happen next will strongly depend on how we react to this channel down here. So taking a look at the daily, we can see that we're sort of in this channel, this downward trend channel, and we broke the upper boundary recently, but right after breaking it, we're meeting this upper boundary in this longer term channel. So what's going to happen next will basically depend on if we can break this upper boundary. If we can't break this upper boundary, then chances are we're going to revisit this lower boundary. And so we have to wait and see. But at the moment, it's looking like the higher time frame picture is to the downside. You know, we put in engulfing candles in NASDAQ. We put in an engulfing candle in S&P. And typically what that means is a follow-up candle to the downside. And if there is downside in NASDAQ and S&P, then it's likely that there's going to be downside in crypto. And also in dollar, we can see we're in the same kind of range. We're ranging, but we're uptrending. And so probably this uptrend will continue, and that strengthening in dollar will spill over to weakening in the risk on markets. So let's wait and see, folks. Till next time, take care.